What's up?
Not much. What about you?
Not much. What about you? How do you start podcasts? I don't know
That
how
is
to do
true.
this.
It's weird because you need like a group of like 4 people just to be
Yeah.
like, yo, let's start a conversation.
I watch the Mega 64 podcast a lot, and they're usually like already in mid sentence, already having a conversation. Then you just hear Eric yell, "Oh, we're live!" and then they just keep talking, and then it just goes from there. And then they're like, "Shout out to our sponsors at MacWeldon.com or whatever." But yeah, how you been?
I've been good. I've been working, eating food, buying shirts. You should seriously go to the Yeti and get some sick shirts like these.
Is that our first sponsor?
Yeah, totally.
Thought we were getting sponsored by Mary Brown's.
Yeah, that too.
Yeti seems like a lot more plausible than Mary Brown's.
Yeah. Mary Brown's will like be like, "Yo, you like our food? That's cool." Gives you a like on your comment, and that's about it.
Yeah, but anyway, so for the month of August, I got some Nitrocast videos out. I guess we'll start by talking about Nitrocast videos. So I started with the Haven video. Haven Call of the King. That was a wild experience. That usually platformers don't take me like super duper long to get through, but Haven took me quite a while.
Yeah.
And in comparison to the Kaya Dark Lineage video, Kaya took me quite a while to get through, probably 4 days of playing that to get through it. Haven only took me about 2.5 days to like finish.
Yeah.
But it was that gigantic final quest that I sat down being like, because originally I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah.
So for those that have watched the Haven video, towards the end I describe I think it's inside the section where I talk about spoilers. The game opens up, you can go to any planet, and you don't have to, it's this completely hidden optional quest, where you can get the true ending by, like, scanning, first you gotta get all the runes, which I had to play every level in the game, using a walkthrough to get all the runes. That's right, I use a walkthrough, I'm doing a video for the game, so I don't want to waste too much time on it. Cause
if you take too much time, then
I like to get a video done so I can move on to
Yeah.
the next one. I don't want people to wait too long for each video. So
you're going to be doing this full time, so
so I use walkthroughs when it's like very difficult 100%y stuff. But yeah, you have to get all the runes, and then you can go to any planet, and you have to scour like the surface of every planet for like a giant rune. And the planets are like actually planet sized, and it takes forever to do this. And that quest took me like 11 hours.
And when did this game come out?
2002. That big optional quest took me forever. And I originally wasn't going to do that. I recorded the on-screen segments, and then I thought after I did that, no, I'm gonna kind of shoehorn in. I'm gonna go back and actually play all that, because how many people are gonna make a noteworthy video about Haven? And I feel like people really should see the whole Haven experience. And that big optional quest is a big reason part of why that game's ending is so infamous. Did you see the ending?
No, I didn't actually.
Okay.
You can spoil it for me.
For the people that you all probably saw the Haven video, if you do this crazy impossible quest that I don't know how anyone would do without a walkthrough, is impossible even with one, you get a bonus scene after the credits that's just like this wide shot of like the Golden City, the Promised Land or whatever, that this mystical king's supposed to live at. And credits go by, and it's like, oh, well, because at the end of the game, you're chained to, like, this rock, and you're, like, screwed. It's like, wow, that's the ending? I'm screwed, and the villain won? Pretty much the villain wins. It was like, well, Haven escape? Where did the villain go? Why did your friend betray you? Why did this happen? Why'd that happen? Any comments, thoughts, or suggestions? Email us at haven@travelertales.com.
Are you serious?
You get their email for doing that big quest. And that's the reason why the game is so infamous, because that huge quest is so insanely hard and tedious and difficult to achieve, and then your reward is a freaking email. And I figured, like, I could just half-ass it and not play through this whole quest and just mention it, because originally it was just me on screen saying, because I read the walkthrough and I knew what you had to do, being like, basically you have to do this, and that's really hard and took a long time to do. Then you have to do this, and that's really hard too. Then you do that, and then you get the true ending. And then I was just going to say what the true ending was without showing it, because the only video clip online I could find of the ending was someone filming their TV, and obviously I couldn't use that. I mean, Sounds
like such a 2006 thing to do.
I never steal footage footage from other people
Yeah.
anyway. I wouldn't want to show footage unless I have actually completed the game. So it was just going to be on me on camera saying like, this is what happens, and then I was going to end it at that. But the video ended up becoming, I think, 6 or 7 minutes longer. Just me explaining that huge quest, and I think experiencing that and getting to actually show firsthand how monotonous and difficult that quest is really made that video complete.
Yeah. Can you imagine, like, when you get the email, of course they're going to have someone who has to respond to you, right?
Yeah.
Like, you just get maybe 3-4 different people emailing you complete bullshit. Being like, oh yeah, so-and-so, they went on a quest and then they died in a rock. Friggin' fumbled down onto them. I don't know. I don't make any sense about this stuff.
What are you talking about?
Because they're like, will so-and-so escape? Who was it again?
Oh, any thoughts and
suggestions?
So it's like, so this can happen.
Yeah, like,
email
this could happen. Or they went,
like this 11-year-old did this quest and they get this email and they're like, what if Mario saved Haven?
well, this game wouldn't be good now. What?
Yeah, but no, I really thought it was important that I thought, like, no, I'm going to go back, I'm going to do this quest, and it was impossibly difficult, even with a walkthrough. It took me, again, 11 hours to do it. Took me multiple days to finish that second quest, but yeah, I'm really glad I did that in hindsight, because I don't think the video would be nearly as complete without it. And, you know, my video would be much more easily one-uppable if someone else did a video about Haven, and actually discussed that side quest in further detail. So, yeah, I'm really glad I actually decided in hindsight to go back and do that.
Yeah.
So that was a Haven video. Overall, I thought the game was alright. It wasn't terrible. The platforming sections that were more like a Banjo-Kazooie game, those were pretty fun. Sometimes they got a little frustrating, but it was the parts of the game that tried to be something different. Like, there's a lot of vehicle segments in the game. But there's parts where you're like, you're on a hang glider and the controls are alright, but it's just like the level design's so shit. It's like, where do I go? I keep crashing.
Yeah.
There's ones where you have to like drive boats, drive planes, drive cars, and it's just all these really repetitive missions that are just really boring.
Just in like a different world.
Yeah, then there's turret segments. I mentioned in the video, there's a turret segment that was literally 32 minutes long.
So you have to sit there and like friggin' gun down stuff. It's like you got to survive.
And it's really stressful too.
I hate those things.
Really stressful, because you have to shoot down everything, though, because it's pirate ships.
Yeah.
And these pirate ships are shooting things at you. You have to shoot all that down while still trying to shoot the pirate ship, and it's really hard to even progress because you're concentrating so much on shooting all the stuff down. And it took me 32 minutes to complete. It was so stressful. But other than those like really bad turret segments and the not so great vehicle segments, there is plane stages and spaceship stages that were kind of like the dogfights in Star Fox. I was thinking Star Trek, Star Wolf, Star Wars, Star everything, and I could not think of the word Fox.
When you're talking about these turret levels, I'm thinking of Crash Bandicoot 3 with the plane levels.
I never played Crash Bandicoot.
Oh man.
Oh no, it's not like it's like a turret. Like it's just first person. You're just aiming a gun and that's it. You don't even get to move.
Man, that's poopy.
Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, the missions where you're driving a spaceship and doing the dogfights, those are actually really fun, but they do get really repetitive because you have to shoot down the exact same like waves of enemies like 50 times in that game. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, in conclusion, my extended thoughts on that game, the Banjo-Kazooie parts, when they're pretty good, the game is actually somewhat fun, but there's just so much frustrating, stupid bullshit about that game. Like, they really needed to focus on one core genre, and just kind of put all their development resources into developing one thing really well. Yeah. I think, like, if they did that and focused just on platforming segments, and they had, like, more budget and time focused just on that, it would have not had those frustrating segments. And then they would have been able to scrap all the vehicle stuff and whatever. But even without that, they wouldn't have been able to do that.
They went all
and like I was really impressed by the scale because it's like you ever play Spore?
Yes, I remember playing Spore.
You know how you can like zoom out of a planet and you go to like the solar system?
Yeah.
It was like this in a PS2 game. Like you see the planet and you fly all the way to the planet, like no loading screens at all, and you just land on the planet. It's crazy. God. I was super impressed by that. But yeah, Haven. I also did a video on an RPG Maker called Heartbeat. Did you see? I
didn't watch it. I seen you guys. You went and uploaded it, and I was like,
that game is really cute. It's it's got one of the more uniquer battle systems in an RPG Maker game. I really liked it. It was just like a nice, fun, cutesy game. And I did a video on that, and then I also did a video on a game called Silver Grapple. That's the one I just put out yesterday. by the time we're recording this podcast.
I'll have to give it a watch.
I don't suppose you saw any gameplay, Silver Grapple?
I haven't.
Silver Grapple came out the day I put up the video because I actually got a review code from the developer.
All right.
He gave it to me, I think a week early.
Is this the game that you said that you found a groundbreaking glitch?
Yeah, I found a game-breaking glitch. I'll talk about that later. In a bit. But yeah, Silver Grapple it's similar to Meat Boy, but you have a grappling hook. A lot of people are comparing it to this other Japanese game on the DS, and it is kind of similar to that, but this game's closer to the fast-paced, precise gameplay of Super Meat Boy, except instead of jumping and wall jumping, you're just using a grappling hook. So you'll have to jump off something and grapple and swing around, and then grapple again. And, and you have to, and there's a lot of
timing.
Very frequent checkpoints, so you die, boom, you're back, no loading screens.
All right.
And, but every jump has to be really precise, so it is a very difficult game, but it's not a punishing game. I really, really loved it. And that's the thing is, I actually get review codes from a lot of developers, a lot of indie devs, because that's just what indie devs do.
Yeah.
They want to get the word out, so they'll send their codes to a bunch of different YouTubers, hoping someone might play it on stream or do a video about it.
Well, then they're gonna get good review out of it and things that they can work on and things like that.
I get review codes a lot, and I don't have the time to play any of these games, so I only really look into it if it's something I think looks really up my alley. A couple of years ago, maybe it was last year, there was a video I did on a game called Chromagun. Very similar to Portal, except you have a paintball gun, and you color the walls different colors, and that attracts these different objects of the corresponding color. And it was super duper really fun, because I love Portal. So I was like, yeah, I'll do a video on that. So it's not very often I actually do a video on games that I get the review code for. So that's how I think that's how even though I got the game for free, I'm not going to be having any bias towards it, because most of the time I don't even look at these games, let alone do a video on it.
Yeah, because it really depends on your interests and
things
like that. Because I
got a busy schedule. I do right now. Once I'm done, I work in retail, which September 9th. For those that don't know, September 9th is my last day of retail. After that, Nitrored's full-time.
And I'm still going to be working.
Though after the 9th, I'm going to New Brunswick for a week to visit Kay, and then I'm coming back, and then I'm going to get Halloween specials.
Yeah.
Tons of them out. I'm probably going to start the Halloween special earlier than October. I might get a video or two out in September that'll be Halloween specials. Because I got that Paranormal Activity VR game.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing nobody talking about that game. It came out, I think, 10 days ago. Over 10 days ago, there are 0 reviews on game rankings recorded. I don't even think IGN or GameSpot reviewed it.
That's weird too. Because usually those are really.
I can't even find I don't even think Markiplier played it. Not even
really.
Not even those big annoying YouTubers that have a billion subscribers that only play horror games.
Wow.
I haven't found anyone that played it.
Not even PewDiePie.
I think it's because it's only on PSVR, and most of those people play games on the Vive. Okay. I don't know if it's on Steam. It very well could be. I don't know, but I'll talk more about that later when we talk about, because I got a PSVR. Finally, we're gonna talk about that in a bit. So what was I talking about? Silver Grapple.
Silver Grapple, and
So I did find a game-breaking glitch in Silver Grapple, and I told the developer about it. Basically, towards the game's kinda Metroidvania in the same way that Cave Story is, where it is a fairly linear game where you always know where to go.
All right.
But there is some instances of backtracking and having to find extra stuff. In Cave Story, that's typically just for side quest stuff or bonus weapons you can find. But in this game, it's mandatory at one point. It becomes this huge Metroidvania where you have all these power-ups and you're the super badass. You can slide on water. You can do this now. You can do that now. So you gotta open the map, be like, okay, where can I go? I've not been in that room. I remember there's a speed pad there that I can use now that I couldn't before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn that back on. So you have to activate these 4 or 5 big machines, and that opens the final door to the final area. Okay. So I did that, and the door was and it was closed again. Just one frame. Yeah. And it's just one frame, no sound effect. It was just closed, and I'm like, what? And then I quit the game, and I reloaded it, and the door was still closed and would not open.
Wow.
So I just messaged the developer about it, I think I found a game-breaking glitch. You open the door and it closes and it won't work. So while I was waiting for a reply for him, I opened up my save file in Notepad.
Yeah.
And I had an earlier save file, so I could see what values have changed between the 2 save files. So I found a thing that said, I found a specific, because there's a lot of cutscene B equals 1 or cutscene 354 equals 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
I found the cutscene value that determined whether or not you saw the cutscene of the door opening. So I changed that from 3 to 1, and I deleted the words "big door open." And that reset that, so the door was closed again.
Right.
This is when I was still awaiting a response. So I went over. Same thing happened.
Oh my god.
Just closed on me again, and I could not progress. So what we found out happened is, for some reason, the download codes gave people an earlier version of the game where that bug was still in there. So he's like, oh no. So he put the update on Steam so I could download it.
Okay.
So I updated the game. He also edited my save file, because he programmed the game. I guess he knows exactly what values are what. So he re-edited my save file, sent it back to me. And even before I updated the game, reloading that save file, the door sprite was just gone. I could just go through it. So, he completely fixed my problem. And he responded within an hour.
Well, see, that's good. Like,
his name's Jamie Rollo. He's super cool guy from what I've talked to. We had a lot of back and forth. Me telling him, what I thought about it. And we had a couple back and forth of him trying to figure that issue out.
Yeah.
And he was, really happy that I was actually trying so hard to help, find something that might be a glitch. And it was just
one small thing like that can turn a wonderful game into utter shit.
Because, it can't be the game because of this. But, again, it was because I had an earlier version of the game by mistake. But even still, it felt super cool because, in a way, I became a beta tester, and I've never done that before.
Sounds wonderful.
But, I beat the game. The final level is, ridiculously hard.
Yeah.
But I did end up beating it, and I really, really loved it, so I figured I'd do a video on it, and I was going to do a video on an RPG Maker game called Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. By the time this podcast is out, I might be working on a video for that, because that's what I'm doing next. It looks very interesting. The trailer for it, it's only a demo right now, as far as I know. I don't know when the full game's coming out, but I saw... I followed this RPG Maker Tumblr page that just posts new RPG Maker game, here it is, and it's just every RPG Maker game imaginable. I don't know how to keep it up. I guess people submit it to this page, and I follow this page. That's how I learn about a lot of new RPG Maker games. That's actually how I found out about Heartbeat from seeing it on that page.
When I seen you post that, I was like, I never heard of that. I'm like, where
are
you getting these games?
Because it was brand new. So this one's also brand new. I saw the trailer for it the day after it came out. It looks very much like Mother 3. Graphics-wise, looks just like Mother 3. Not quite as fine-tuned and good-looking as Mother 3, but it's definitely that style. It's very, light-hearted, very bright and colorful, happy tone. The music's nice. It looks like you can transform into different things. You can turn into a flower to solve puzzles. I saw this one where it looked like there's this weird plant thing. You had to turn into a flower, and then you grew in the ground there, and then the tree became like a phone, and you could use the phone. I don't know how to describe it. It sounds really weird, but in the context in the context of looking at that, it's like, it looks like it's got cool puzzles. But anyway, it's one of those really happy games that just has weird shit lying around, a lot of really unsettling oddities. So you're walking around, and there's this big blood puddle in the beach. You're like, what?
So it's got like a slight Yume Nikki feel to it?
Yeah, it definitely feels Yume Nikki, where it's kind of like a dream world, and dreams can become nightmares.
Okay.
So it's you're walking around this happy world, and boom, fucked up shit.
Jeez.
And you see this giant beached whale with his stomach cut open, and you go inside the whale, and then there's this dungeon that's the whale, and then you find this big creature in the whale, which is the pulsating mass. Yeah. And I don't know anything more about it than that, and it looks super cool.
I'm okay with going inside of a body system like Lord Jabu Jabu.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, as soon as it's dead, no,
that
buddy,
beached whale, Jabu Jabu. That's what should happen.
Thank you.
Oh man, but yeah, it looks super weird and cool and interesting in a way that I always loved about Earthbound and Yume Nikki, the bright, happy environments, but then suddenly it just becomes nightmarish out of nowhere. I love stuff like that. Not in a really cliche way, but in a really Earthboundy way.
Yeah.
Little more subtle. I guess that's not very subtle, a giant dead whale, but yeah, it looks really cool. I'm definitely gonna try that out, and if it's actually cool and not a pile of poop, which it very well could be.
Looks can be deceiving.
Probably do a video on it, and then that'll be the last video for August, hopefully. Maybe it might come out early September, depends on how much free time I get. off work because I'm still working retail. But yeah, that was it for Nitrocast this month. Those were the videos I put out, and that's the video that I'm thinking about doing. What's next?
Moving on to the secondary channel.
Moving on to the secondary channel, the next segment of our podcast, Garanicor. That is, for those that don't know, Brady and I have a second channel where we do sketch comedy videos. We've been doing it for a couple of years now.
Yeah, 3 years, actually.
Yeah, we actually didn't really do any real Garanicor videos. I did 2 by myself. One out of footage we had, and one that I just kind of sat down in front of the camera and just did off the cuff, because, why not? The last video we got together and made would have been the Persona 5 videos.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting, because Brandon was in those videos, and Brandon's beaten that game. I'm still not through it. For those who've been keeping up Persona 5, I haven't been playing a lot lately, but I just got the Shido's Palace. That's where I'm at.
And I'm still at the school first time.
You got it the week it came out. You played it a bit, and then you haven't played it since.
Yeah, because I'm getting all these games piling up. I got Nier Automata. I still got to play Nier Automata.
Nier Automata is really good.
And I've seen it so far, and I was like, this reminds me a lot of Metal Gear Rise, and then I realized it's by Platinum Games.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, okay, I'm seeing the feel.
Very much.
Yeah,
very
but
much.
like,
you can tell it's that studio.
Going back to Persona 5, I still haven't been able to sit down and play because Sonic Mania and all that stuff.
Oh, Sonic Mania came out. We'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, Persona video was the last thing we did.
Yeah.
And Brandon beat it, and I'm like way more than halfway through it, and you just haven't really touched it at all. So like, Brandon and I were like the ones behind the ideas of that video. You were just kind of the actor. But that was the last video we got together and made. I put out 2 videos on the Garanicor channel. One was the long-awaited return of Jim Trim. Forever ago, like in 2013, it was before I was in college, because it was filmed on my shittier camera. Not even the one I have now that I got in my first semester of college. First term or whatever. It wasn't semesters, but whatever. But yeah, I made a video called These Video Games Suck, and it was me in like this JonTron parody character called Hello, I'm Jim Trim, and that's how I spoke. That's how I spoke in that video. I don't know why, that's just what came out. I guess like what Alex did with Ron Polanski, just a voice
Hello,
just comes
welcome
out.
to Ron Polanski.
You make up a character and a voice just comes out. So yeah, it was Jim Trim. It was just called These Video Games Suck. And at the time, I made that purely to make fun of people that were really ripping on Smash Bros. Brawl because of tripping, or they hated Star Fox Adventures just because JonTron said it was bad, even though you could tell from JonTron's B-roll he didn't get to the first dungeon.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just kind of making fun of people that, like, hated games based on stupid reasons, whether it was just everyone accepting some other guy's opinion, or, like, one very tiny thing that may ruin it to a lot of people, but those people, like, are like, yeah, well, the game sucks, you're not allowed to like it. It was me making fun of that.
Yeah, just the guys that make, what is it, like a cult of hate instead of just, like, giving their opinion, and it's like, you go try it out, and then you have your opinion on that.
Exactly, like trying it out, not liking it, and moving on.
Yeah.
Instead, it's just, there's like this hate culture around so many games where people like won't let other people like something they don't like, and I just think that's absurd. Like, you don't see me going around to every Dark Souls fan telling them not to like Dark Souls.
I said I don't like Dark Souls because it's something I don't play.
You're wearing a Dark Souls shirt.
I'm wearing a Crash Bandicoot shirt. There's a difference, but like it's like I actually gave Dark Souls a try. I'm like, it's just not my type of game.
But anyway, it was me in 2013, baby little, just after high school James, making fun of those kinds of people, and it got quite a bit of views after a couple of years. Like for Garanicor videos now average 1,000 views, maybe a bit more. Back then they would average maybe 100.
Yeah.
So that one I think now has 4,000 views, and like people still reference it. There's a Jim Trim emoji in the official Nitrocast Discord, you know, and people still reference Jim Trim every now and then. And I kept getting comments on that old Jim Trim video, so I thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna make a new one. So I just made These Video Games Also Suck is what the name of the video is, and it was just another Jim Trim video, just same shtick, different games. You know, like, this game is called Deus Ex, but it takes place at night. What the heck? You know, it's just stupid shit like that. Laptop keeps turning off. Can't see the audio levels. Yeah, so Jim Trim had a comeback. That was just a video I just shat out because I just felt like I made it in literally less than half an hour. Yeah,
some of those older videos are pretty good. I remember when I was like first like starting to I found out about the channel and it interested me, and then I was like, man, I would love to be a permanent part on this channel.
Yeah, you probably would have saw me or Dylan share a video from it. Yeah,
and I think it was Patriots the Patriots that made me catch on and be like, oh man, this looks good, because you told me
that was the first Metal Gear video we ever did.
Yeah, and you were like, yo, me and my friend Alex are going to be making this video, and I was like, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, and when we brought you into for the SIGINT one. Which I remember rewatching SIGINT Eater on Granicore TV.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, I say that a lot during podcasts, but I got to make sure everyone's on the same track as us. I streamed a bunch of random Granicore videos, like live streamed them to the Nitrorad channel. I called it Granicore TV, just like what Mega 64 and Screw Attack have, like Mega 64 TV, where you can tune into the Twitch channel and just plays like, because they have like 15 years of videos, and we don't have quite that much. I put in every Granicore video recently.
But still ranged around to 6 hours.
We have about 7 hours of content. Yeah. And I streamed for about 2 hours, just random episodes playing, and I remember rewatching that one. That one's really good.
Yeah.
It's pretty long too. It's like 8 minutes long.
And I also remember that there was an old video, like I know I think you deleted this one. It was you were just like parodying Filthy Frank.
Yeah.
And
we don't talk about that video.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I made a video making fun of Filthy Frank one time, and Filthy Frank found it, and he commented, pretty much. It was called Every Filthy Frank Video Ever, and I'm like, racism's really fucking funny, And it was just me making fun of him, because I don't really like Filthy Frank. I don't have anything against the guy personally, but like, anyway, he just made a video making fun of him, and he found it. He thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And he said, pretty much. And for the next month straight, I was just getting death threats from his fans every fucking day.
That's ridiculous.
That's when I learned Filthy Frank has the most mean-spirited fan base I've ever seen.
Like, there are people that can take a joke, and then there are the people that are like, I live, I breathe, and I will die by what this person's saying, even if it's a character and it's fake. And it's like, I'm like, you don't... Fans that give death threats aren't fans. They are insane people. Like, what the hell?
Mean. People just mean, dude.
If someone is coming to you, I'll kill.
Hey, if someone ever made a parody of me, like really harsh, like just ripping into me, and I'll comment on it, be like, haha, whatever. I'd be good sported about it.
Yeah.
But if I found out my fans were sending that guy death threats, I would tell him to fucking stop.
Yeah.
That happened before. I had a guy made a really stupid comment, and people kept like replying, like being a jerk back to him, and I posted on Twitter like, hey, it's one thing to like poke fun at like this comment, but like don't respond to him being like just a dick back. Like, two wrongs don't make a right. Anyway, that was one of the earliest videos of mine you saw. That stupid Filthy Frank. I just deleted it because it was just getting so much hate, and it's just, I didn't want my
negativity
people were like,
is not a
pussy,
thing.
Deleted the video. It's like, well, my notifications feed is just people telling me that they hate me every day.
Yeah, well, you don't need that.
I don't need that. That was on Granicore. That was before Nitrorad.
Yeah.
That was before I even made
Aside
Nitrorad.
from deleted,
a long time ago.
Aside from like deleted and stuff, like things that just kind of were like left in the air for a while. Like we had the Reggie one. Extra.
Yeah, this is the second video we put out, Reggie's Rejection. During the Nitrorad Direct 2, where Brady, you played the character Reggie, doing all these Nitrorad related announcements, you thought of it?
Yeah, I was there. I was like, hey, James, check this. Like, hey guys, Reggie from the center. That's my job.
and I thought that was so funny, so we put the green screen back up. Yeah. We're like, I'm homeless, and then I was like, that'll take 2 seconds to edit, and I completely forgot about it. And like 2 months down the road, I finally take that clip, put it in After Effects, put in the white, and when you say I'm homeless, just replace it with like a dump, and then you go into a toilet, and just a random short video. Reggie's Rejection.
Just the toilet just made it so much better, but like garbage.
Yeah, that was a really good short one. But yeah, no, we didn't really get any real Granicore videos out this month.
No, just...
I was hoping that we could probably do one today before the podcast, but I really wanted you to play all those VR games.
I'm glad we did.
Yeah, so really that's something we did today. We is that next on the list?
We still got a few more things on Granicore,
okay, but yeah, we played some VR. Yeah. I guess we could talk about that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to experience VR for the very first time today.
It was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, we got the VR headset right here. So I'll talk about like how I got this thing.
Yeah.
So this thing is really freaking expensive. We're going by Canadian dollars, just so you know. This thing was just the headset was $549.99. I think it was $900 after tax for the bundle that came with the Move controllers, the demo disc, PlayStation Worlds or whatever it is, and then the headset, and then the PlayStation camera. So I figured recently it went on sale everywhere for $100 off.
Yeah.
At EB Games it was $449.99, and it still is. Sale's still on. It might just become that permanent price. Who knows? This thing's way too expensive. It really needs a price drop. It's more expensive than the PS4 itself, which is just flat out ridiculous.
Well, I mean, I think you should notice by that
it's an impressive piece of technology.
Yeah,
like,
but you should honestly understand by that, like, the prices will freaking cause it to have like a failure in sales, right?
Exactly.
Because I mean,
availability is important.
Didn't we used to have a bunch of Sony stores? And everything was ridiculously priced.
I remember that.
You want to know the last purchase from a Sony store I got was Ape Escape.
Really?
For the PSP.
Really? I remember the only thing I ever bought at the Sony store that had a copy of Shadow of the Colossus for PS2.
Yeah.
Because they just restocked that. It was like 2008, the PS3 was out.
Yeah.
But suddenly they're like, hey, Shadow of the Colossus, boom, on the shelf. And I bought a copy in, I think, no, it was 2010. Because it was first year high school, I got my PS2. For the first time, because I got my PS3 in grade 9.
Yeah.
And then after playing PS3, I really wanted to experience more Sony games. So I went back, found a used PS2, played the Silent Hill series, played the earlier Metal Gear games, and then got Shadow of the Colossus from the Sony store for $20, and brand new for $20. But they're like PS2 games are old, but whatever. But yeah, way too expensive this thing is. And so it went on.
I think that's why Sony has like bad luck. Like we lost those stores because of over ridiculous prices.
People didn't buy anything there because it was way too overpriced. Yeah. Mostly they had TV. What did they have there?
They had TVs, massage chairs, the
phones.
iToy on display still, and it wouldn't go away.
The
and I was
iToy.
like, they got the Ninja game. That's cool and all. And
then the
Ninja just smacking them everywhere.
I remember there was an iToy on display in Future Shop. Remember Future Shop?
Oh my god!
Future Shop was
I remember that was where I played Sonic Adventure for the first time. But
I played Sonic Adventure 2 for the first time in a Walmart.
Really?
It was on display in a Walmart, and I had no idea what to do. I died, and there's this old guy there who's like, I think you died, and I was like, don't talk to me.
You're scaring me.
I was like 5.
Yeah.
Probably 6, 7. I don't know how old I was.
Yeah.
How old was I? When
we were too young to.
It was like the first year the GameCube came out, because Sonic Adventure 2 was a launch title for it, I think. Yeah, because it would have already been out in Dreamcast. But anyway, what was I saying about the PSVR headset? Or the Sony store? They had like phones and whatever. But back on topic. It was on sale for like $4.49 everywhere, and Walmart was like, fuck it, $3.99 for just a headset, permanent price. So at Walmart in Canada, you can get just a headset for $400 plus tax, which is about $480.
Yeah.
For just the headset. So I was thinking that it was after I saw that is I had this dream where you and I went to Walmart to get the PlayStation VR, and there's a lot of different difficulties, bumps in the road. Like, they didn't have any. Someone else scooped the last one. We had to get them to call another store. We had to go to a different Walmart. They didn't have any. They're like, oh wait, no, there is one out back. And then they had it out back, and they finally had it. And then they brought it out, and I was like so excited to play it. And I remember hooking it up to a TV in the Walmart and playing it.
We can't wait to get home. We gotta play it now.
Like, I didn't even have the PS4 with me. It just like the VR headset just worked. But I had that dream, and since I've just been obsessed with getting a PSVR, and like for every single day I'd search eBay trying to find the cheapest possible one, getting a used one. I ended up getting the whole bundle for $500 used off of Kijiji. For those that don't know, Kijiji is the Canadians' version of Craigslist. Imagine Craigslist, but actually good. It's owned by eBay. We talked about this in the last podcast.
Yeah,
that's
how
we met.
Yeah.
That's how we met on Craigslist. Not Craigslist, on Kijiji.
On Craigslist.
No, you say you meet someone on Craigslist, it's like,
they're like.
Yeah, you say you meet someone in Kijiji, it's like, all right. Yeah, because
cool.
It probably sounds weirder to people in the States, but here, Kijiji's like just this big cool thing that everyone loves and trusts. Great website for buying and sell stuff in a local market. But anyway, found one in Kijiji for $500, and I ended up getting it because I was thinking about getting just the VR headset alone, and then trying to find the PlayStation camera, because you need the PlayStation camera for it to work.
Yeah.
And that thing's $75 new.
Yeah.
$74.99, again, Canadian. And then the PS Move controller bundle with two of them is $100 for the two of them. And I figured I could probably go to a pawn shop maybe find the camera, but totally find the PS Move controllers. Yeah. I keep burping. Because
you're just a burpy man.
I'm a burpy boy. I'm a burp boy. But ever since the PS3's been a thing, those Move controllers have been floating around out there. People don't want them. Who gives a shit about this? It had, like... There's no good PS Move games. There's, like, Sports Champions, which was just, like, the Wii Sports, like, look what this can do, and then they didn't do anything with it. Yeah. There's Kung Fu Rider. Remember that game?
I think
you're like an office chair going down and I don't know how you.
There was I know there was an Ape Escape Move game.
Was there?
Yeah, there was for the Move on the PS3. I remember hearing about that.
Because I have. Well, I don't know if the PS4 camera could plug into the PS3. Probably not.
Well, it could. Maybe it might be backwards compatible.
No, because the PS4 camera has like its own thing that plugs only into the PS4, and it doesn't the cables. It's not USB. It's this weird thing that goes in the back. I remember.
Would there be an adapter?
Maybe. I doubt it though. Usually the newer technology doesn't work on the older technology. Yeah. Usually the older stuff works on the newer stuff, like PS.
Yeah.
No, it's the opposite for like because PS4 controllers work on the PS3.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So I was thinking, okay, I could get the core headset for $480 after tax at Walmart, and then I could probably try to find the camera and the Move controllers used. And then I found a guy in Kijiji selling the whole bundle. Used, very lightly used, only used it once or twice, with Resident Evil 7 for $550. And I said, I already have Resident Evil, would you take $450 for it? He goes, $475. So I'm like, alright. It turned out he lived like an hour drive away. And then we had so many days where we couldn't meet up because either I worked in the evening so I couldn't meet up, or he worked in the evening because I was going to get my friend Dylan to drive me out halfway. We're going to meet halfway. And we just couldn't work anything out. So he said, how about this? I'm going to be in your area this Saturday. Are you free? Yes. I was free. So how about, since I'm bringing it all the way to your house, you give me the $500? And I was like, okay, it's only $25 more. So I just said, sure, $500, and I got the whole bundle for $500.
But see, the thing is, the catch on your hand is that once you met up, you handed him a bag of change and said, I hope this works. I hope this is enough.
Oh, no. If I could never...
Oh, my God.
Yo, that's like what you would do.
No, that's what I may have done if I did not learn from my mistakes.
I can't imagine you would still do that
at God, I would
22 years old. You're what, 21 years old?
I'm 21 now.
You'll be 22 when?
Next year.
You just turned 21.
I just turned 21 last month.
Yeah, because your birthday's a month after mine.
Yeah.
I'm junior July.
Yeah.
So I'm 2 years and a month older than you. Yeah. But yeah, the whole bundle everywhere is $799 or no $699 plus tax. So after tax it's like $800. So I saved a good $300 getting this whole bundle, and yeah, it was a good deal. It was a lot of money, but I've been saving paycheck after paycheck, putting $100 aside, and yeah, I finally got the PSVR and I really love it. It's freaking awesome. So yeah, the first thing I played on it was Super Hot VR. I just got that, and Super Hot VR is literally the coolest game I've ever played. Let's hear what you think about Super Hot VR. You got to play it today.
I think that is one of the most amazing things I have ever played with a motion control.
Exactly. It's interesting how...
In my eyes, it's what I would imagine me doing in like VR training in Metal Gear Solid. Yeah. I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. I can punch people, I can grab guns and stuff, and I caught on to it like so quick, and I was just like, holy crap, this game's freaking Christ! Got me in my nose.
I'm sorry,
butt.
Brady. I was gonna do a bit, but let's not do it.
You bit off more than you could chew. But yeah, it's an amazing game. Like,
yeah, it's incredible.
For what it is, I'm like, I would love...
It's so hard to describe to someone like how it really feels to be in there,
because really like, I've watched people on YouTube play it and stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Because I've watched videos of people playing it too, and it is so different actually being there, because you can like the way they recorded it is you can see on the TV screen what the person with the headset's seeing, but it's not quite the same because both eyes see a different thing. You have this much more peripheral vision that you can't quite see on the TV. And, like, actually physically being there, the depth and everything, and Super Hot VR is, like, finally the closest we've ever actually got to really experiencing...
that suspense.
Bullet time.
Yeah.
Ever since The Matrix, like, there's been so many games that have bullet time, like a Stranglehold had bullet time. I'm sure the Matrix games, I never played them, probably had it. But yeah, you can... because basically, Super Hot time only moves when you're moving.
Yeah.
So, but in Super Hot VR, it's when you're physically moving your hands and your head, and every time you shoot a gun, it zips time forward like
a lot farther than what it would do if you're moving your hands and stuff.
So yeah, when someone shoots a bullet at you, you can literally like
see it. Yeah, like you can avoid it.
And it's awesome.
When you're in the moment and stuff and you're shooting one guy over here, this guy can shoot from over there.
Yeah.
And I'm just turning around and I see this bullet right here. I go, oh shit!
Yeah. And you can dual wield. You've got both hands. You can shoot a guy over there and over there at the exact same time. And what's so cool is like the guns have iron sights. Yeah. So you can literally close one eye and look through the iron sights of the gun. Yeah. And what you were doing is you were having like, you had like a knife in this hand and you were like doing this to try and get a better aim. Yeah. And you can literally do that and fire the gun, and it feels amazing.
And I was like, oh, Metal Gear Solid 3, here we go.
Yeah. I recorded you playing Super Hot VR. I'll upload that to the Nitrocast channel. I'll edit it, and you played Job Simulator. I have it over there.
So many things.
Job Simulator's a lot of fun.
So many things I thought weren't gonna happen actually happened with that.
Yeah. Job Simulator's kind of like a more sandboxy game where you pick one of 4 jobs. There's a car mechanic, there's office job. The one I really like was a corner store clerk. Yeah. Then you can also be a gourmet chef. So you're kind of like, you're just stuck there in your little
cubicle.
Super Hot VR and Job Simulator are the 2 games I've played where you don't move. If you move, it's just physically like walking around and the headset will track you, but you can't walk very far. Yeah. So you can like look around. There's no stick to move because you use both the move controllers. But yeah, you're just kind of in your little space and you do the job. You can follow the instructions like, oh, you got to make a soup. So you open the fridge, you grab the stuff, put it in the soup. But you can really just mess around. Yeah. It's such a cartoony, goofy game. Tell us about like what you did in the office.
When I was like in there, I was just like, they come by with donuts. I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool. I start eating the donuts and they start reappearing. I'm like, what's going on here? I'm going, and I'm eating 2 donuts at once.
What's happening is each donut you have to bite twice to eat it. So you would bite it once and drop it, then it would reappear.
Yeah, and I was just like, what's going on?
And
I'm making coffee and stuff, and then I'm throwing mugs around the office. And I'm like, who threw that? And I'm like, fight me!
You can hear people like over cubicles over getting hit by like these mugs that you're throwing everywhere. I let my dad play it, and he was just grabbing everything and throwing it everywhere.
And then I found there was a garbage bin with some moldy donuts. And I was like, can you eat these too? And I went, nom. And then I was about to go, bleh! And then it actually threw up.
The character in the game starts throwing up. Why would you eat donuts on the garbage can?
It's a video game.
You fucking cretin. Oh my lord.
You're the one who eats Vienna sausages.
Yeah, that was Job Simulator. That was a lot of fun. I also have a video of that I'll upload to Nitrorad. Just you playing those 2 games. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I love VR. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I'm hoping that there's more done with this.
We got to talk about Keep Talking So Nobody Explodes.
Yeah, oh my god, that was a last minute decision.
That game's awesome. Yeah, because you came over, we played those 2 games, and I felt like, wait a minute, isn't that game? So we looked it up. It was just $20 on PSN, so I just bought it. And we downloaded it and played it, and yeah, basically in that game, one person has a VR headset, and unlike other games, you can't see on the TV. Nobody can see what this person's seeing except this person. So they have this bomb in front of them, and they have all these different things on it, and the other person goes to a website that has all the instructions on how to defuse it. So you're like giving me instructions like, is there wires? Yeah. Is one of them blue? No. Is one of them red? Yeah. Cut the third one. And then I'm trying to follow your instructions, but it's like really difficult, and it's really cool.
Like, there's so many different, like, columns of things you need to do just to defuse this bomb. You gotta check the barcode, and things like that, and then
the serial number.
Oh my god, the maze.
How many you have to rotate
the
maze. How many batteries does it have? 2 batteries. Okay, is the button blue? You know, hold it and let go of it when the number becomes
turns a 1 or a 5, and then the maze game, like, we had to make a system where it's like, this is column A1, this is column B1, B2, A1.
We really fumbled over that one. We could not communicate. Because our biggest flub is like, I thought there was 1 white dot and 1 green dot, but there's 2 green dots. You didn't tell me that. So I was looking at thinking like,
there's a green dot up here and a green dot down there.
And we're like, so we had to be like, okay, the top left grid will be A1, and this will be B2, this will be A2 and B2, and we had to like make our own system to be able to to firmly and properly communicate what exactly we were both seeing.
And the symbols. It's like...
all the symbols.
You were like...
We got 2 backwards K, we got
a half a Walt Disney W.
That was a really good way of describing it. Yeah,
it was a good time.
I don't know how you would record that. I wish you could. I'd love to record us playing it, but I mean, since it doesn't
I wonder if there's like a splitter.
It doesn't output to the TV. Maybe there's I could probably get an HDMI splitter going from the headset. Actually, that could probably work. Might be able to do that. There might be a spectator mode in the options. Maybe we'll try and figure that out, and sometime we'll record us playing it. It's super duper fun. But yeah, that was VR. What do you think of the VR?
VR in general, like. This is very well done.
Yeah,
I'm hoping to God that they make more of this, because I mean, like, you can just play regular games. I mean, it can get disorienting and they don't look as nice, but still, I mean, watching movies and that. And...
yeah, you can watch movies and have it like you're in a theater and you're looking up at it. I think finally now that VR is on a console, because before VR, like
it's in an arcade or
Oculus and HTC Vive were only on PC, and since yes, objectively PC gaming is more expensive, but it is better, and you can render these more hyper realistic environments. It did not have the support that it has now because it wasn't on console. Because really, there are more people that play on console than on PC, and big name companies, really cater to consoles first. That's why. Like Sonic Mania came to consoles before PC. Yeah, that's why so many games come to consoles before PC. There's not as many companies that focus purely on PC.
And let's be honest, PCs are a lot more expensive.
Yeah, and plus the HTC Vive is $1,000.
Yeah,
and like I thought the PSVR 500 was a lot, but no, the Vive is even more. Yeah. It's just now that the availability is out there and more people can get their hands on it, we're gonna start seeing more real VR games. Yeah, because before, when the HTC Vive and Oculus, it was just like, oh, this indie guy made a little demo. And that was it. Yeah. The Oculus was around since like 2012. Yeah. And like that's all it was. Just like, oh, little demo thing. Look at this cute little demo. That's it. But now like Resident Evil 7 is fully playable in VR. Yeah. They're making Doom VFR. Doom, a full Doom VR game. They're making a Skyrim VR game. Scary. I think they're making a Fallout VR game, but yeah.
Skyrim doesn't excite me because that is one of the most oldest rehashed games of all time. It is no hate. It's just like game, but when are you gonna make something?
The point is, it's a very popular studio, very popular game. Finally, VR support. That's a big deal because now they're finally making real games in VR, and that excites me. Now that I got one, there's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna be able to get all these VR games now, and it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, that's VR. I love it. It's amazing. If you can try it, you gotta at least try it. It's something everyone needs to try at least once. I know. That's why I've tried to get so many of my friends over just to try it out. It's so amazing.
Yeah, well, you're trying to message me at the same time.
When Hunter came over.
Hunter came over, and I was like,
I got you over today to play. Yeah. Yeah, so we've gotten 48 minutes into this podcast, so we're probably not going to talk about everything we had on the list. We kind of had some backup stuff, but we got the big things out of the way, so I think now is as good as ever for the Versus segment.
Are you ready for your punishment?
Hey, don't tell them what it... Okay, yeah, tell them what it is. Okay, so last time, it was Brady and I versus each other in a game of Super Bomberman R. Wow, I'm still wearing the shirt.
You stinky!
Yeah, no, I don't wash my clothes.
I got a new Crash Bandicoot shirt.
Yeah, you got a new one.
I was wearing a Crash Bandicoot shirt last time.
Yeah, you were.
Oh my god.
You have so many Crash shirts. Yeah? Anyway, you lost, so you had to eat a Vienna sausage. They're these gross processed sausages. But I love them anyway. While you're suffering through one, I'm eating the rest like potato chips. So you lost, I won. That means you got to decide the game. What is the game?
The game is Super Smash Bros. For Wii U.
I'm not very good at that. You're going to kick my ass.
And the punishment food is sardines.
I've never had
And I
sardines.
don't know why they wrap them in plastic wrap.
Yeah, I've never had sardines. I don't, these very well could be disgusting.
That's a nice little...
I remember a couple of days ago you messaged me, hey James, you're allergic to fish? And I'm like, no. Yeah, here we go, Versus segment. Hey everybody, welcome to the Versus segment. This is the second podcast where we're going to play Smash Bros. And I'm going to lose and Brady's going to win.
Yeah!
This is a rigged economy where the little man don't win.
Well, you know what? I think I'll start it off good.
I don't want to be worth. I'm just gonna click. I just gotta change the rules. Yeah. So we're gonna do two stock matches, right? What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I was just testing this out. This is one wonky.
It's fine. I use that game control. That's the one I use for like everything. Trust me, it's fine. Are you gonna start playing with the controller?
Yeah, I'm gonna start.
Fuck a lot
no Johns.
No Johns.
No,
Okay.
John Cena.
Oh Lord. Okay, so it's best 2 out of 3 for a bunch of 2-stock matches. So I gotta beat who I'm best with, and I'm not really good with anybody. I'll go Lucas, I guess.
You know what? I need that speed. I was gonna go Ganondorf, but
They're the same character, just one's fast, one's slow.
Mayo.
Should we do no items?
Yes.
Because
this is like us, not.
See, I don't play no items. I play for fun. I always play with all the items on because that's the kind of guy I am. I like to have fun. Yeah, none. It's already said that none. The last time I played, it must have been like that too. Final Destination or Battlefield?
Omega.
Omega Battlefield?
Whatever.
Let's go,
Whatever.
Let's go Omega something fun.
How about we go Omega? Yeah, that's what I was actually going to say.
I love the halberd.
I was going to be like Meta Knight's ship. I didn't know the halberd.
Alright, I'm going to lose. I was hoping the versus segment would be like something wacky and fun, not like something serious.
Well, you're the one who's like, well, how about we get someone to eat gross food?
Get groceries.
Ah!
Shit.
It's like, yo.
No. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I don't know how you didn't hit me there.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yay! Yay! What?
What?
Oh my god. What is this strength that you found?
I don't know. I'm not doing too bad.
Backhand.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Oh.
Nice!
No! You're making me mad!
Nice!
Oh, you suck!
Nice! I'm winning, dude. Okay, can we do a rule where we can't pick the same character twice in a row?
Okay, yeah.
We have to be a different character
Absolutely.
for each of the 3 matches. Just so, like, we can't just spam our best character.
Listen, I will tell you this right now. Captain Falcon's probably my best.
Lucas is probably, like, my 3rd best. I don't know. I don't really have a best character in Smash because I'm not good, you know?
Yeah.
But I really like his up smash, and I really like his air attack. Like that. I love that. Fire, binge.
Far.
No!
Oh!
I'm dead. Done.
Well.
I thought I was doing pretty well there too, but messed up that up the put it in the air, whatever it's called, air smash. I don't know.
I think if Bomberman was a character in this, I'd lose.
I love Bomberman to be a character.
I would probably lose.
Oh, you lost a Bomberman.
Yeah.
Last time?
I have a
All
feeling.
Right. So you need to win one more match, and I'm donezo.
Now the question is, do I be cheap and be Cloud good?
No, Cloud the fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna.
You know, I'll be Ganondorf.
I'm pretty good with Mega Man. A lot of people say Mega Man sucks, but I like Mega Man. See, I'm the kind of guy, I don't play levels that I don't play characters that I think are good.
Or
I get good at the characters that I like because I like Mega Man. I like Olimar, you know, because I like picking him.
As broken as Cloud is, I was like, I love him. Just being an idea of him being in Smash Bros.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, he's gonna be one of my mains. I'm like, I love him. And then everyone found out he was broken, and I was like, yeah.
Broken, or is he way too good?
Like he's like broken strong. I'll give you that. I feel bad about that.
That was so
have a pity stock. Ah! Oh my god.
I hate opening up Discord and like I talk to people and they're playing Smash Bros. Because all you can hear is clack, 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 clack.
Yeah.
Like the GameCube controllers. I don't use the GameCube controller. I like the Pro controller.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Well, see, when I was younger, I was raised on the melee of it.
I was raised on the melee.
I was raised on melee.
I would like melee as a kid.
I personally don't like melee.
I didn't like Smash Bros. Till Brawl came out because Brawl was like the more fun one, and melee was just like.
I like the story mode of it. I always loved playing through the story mode.
Well, adventure mode.
The adventure mode.
Melee doesn't really have a story.
Yeah, the Giga Bowser, or Giga Bowser, however you want to put it. Oh man, I'm doing bad. Jeez, what am I doing?
Bad. I don't know.
Blows up! Oh! What are you doing with that bingo?
Trying to bonga you off the dongo. Is that a dongo? No, it's Ganondorf. Whoa. Maybe that the other way. I got you.
Ooh!
Ah! I'm just trying to be really careful and not getting.
Well, Ganondorf's slow, right? So.
I can just get you with one of those. I never dodge double kicks. I always get hit by one of them.
Yeah.
But I actually.
Oh, if I grabbed into it. Come here. Come here, boy. No!
Okay.
I can get you in a loop.
Oh, see, that double kick is like. Yes! Yes! I got you. I did it. Hey, now we're one-on-one. You should have gave me that pity stock, dude. It's all your fault.
That's what I get for being a nice guy.
Is we nice guys finish last. All right, time to be the best character in the game, Mario. Actually, Fire Mario.
I was too nice.
No way. Okay, you like DDD?
Yeah, I play DDD.
I've never seen you play DDD. Maybe I have. Okay.
Oh.
And we're gonna go play some Wrecking Crew.
Just give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl. That's what you say after that. I couldn't remember. I love playing Mario.
Just tap that boy in. Lightning. See, I gotta get up in your grill as DDD. That's the thing.
Mario's
Mario's
definitely not a distance character. Oh, you destroy me already. Crap. I'm donezo. Like, I'm already at 50 damage and you're at 12. I cannot hit you. You are
just
invincible.
too slick.
Slick like a dick.
I'm the grease man. Too slick for you.
What? No! No. You can't do this. You can't. He's invincible, dude. He's just too good.
You were worried about Cloud, but you should have feared DDD.
Yeah, that's right, stinker.
Stink around the D.
Stink around the DDD. Bubble DDD. Oh my god! Oh, I missed. Yeah, coming to come back. Coming to come back. Ah! You might be eating those sardines, dude.
I don't like where this is going.
Shitty balls. I gotta not grab. You cannot grab DDD. Because I'm thinking you're gigantic, so you should be an easy target, but like... That was the wrong way. Shot fireball the wrong way.
Frick.
Or pretty even. 16 damage on you is like nothing. Oh my god. Neither of us can hit each other.
Maybe we should just be friends then. If we can't punch and hurt each other, we need to be friends.
We're like so up close to each other.
Nope.
Come on, you're going down. I'm gonna win this. I'm not eating those sardines, dude.
I'm not eating them.
Yeah, you are.
Nope.
Frick. No. Come on. 84, 84. No, 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 no. No! Oh! I'm getting too arrogant. I want to finish this by throwing you off so I can say, so long, Bowser. It's too risky. We're just both playing it so safe now.
Whoa!
Oh, I'm not done it! Oh, I'm dead. I'm done.
I got a little too cocky.
I guess I'm
Feel my heart. Feel my fart.
Where's your pulse? I'm trying to feel. I can't feel your heart through each other. I gotta feel your pulse. Pulse. Ain't going that
I'm a
fast.
dead man.
Ain't going that fast.
My heart is.
Well, I guess I lose.
Welcome back. Just as you've seen, James got his ass handed to him. Surprisingly, it was a very close fight, but he is the loser in this podcast versus, and now he gets to enjoy.
You gotta listen to this.
He gets to enjoy some good old sardines.
Okay. Well, let's do it. I'm sure it won't be that bad. I mean, I like fish. Have you had sardines before?
Nope.
Can I just? Can you just eat that?
Oh!
I'm lucky I can't smell. Fun fact about me, my sense of smell doesn't work.
Oh my god, I can smell it
I
from
have
here.
synesthesia, so I can't smell most things. Can I just eat this?
I'm gonna check the actual label.
Read the label that I threw out, because I don't want to. You don't have to
want to kill you.
You don't have to cook this or anything, do you? I can just eat these. Served cold.
Sardines.
Can't smell them.
Here, what if I check my phone? Will you...
Check your phone. You Google, will James die if he eats this can of sardines?
Really though?
There's so much there's like this brown juice in there. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna wipe some of that up.
It smells like my fish tank when I was like 7.
Ew.
They're already cooked. It's
So
like canned tuna.
So I'll just.
Is that the head?
No, it's a body. The heads are chopped
Okay,
off.
be careful of the bone.
There's
in there.
bones
Yeah,
in
you
this?
just like you nibble around it. It's a chicken wing. Ah!
It's not bad.
God damn it!
I don't mind it. It's not like good, but like.
Part of the bone looks like it's a piece of the lollipop stick.
This is the spine, dude.
Yucky. That is. Ah!
How much of this do I have to eat? All 3 of them?
You eat as much as you want to eat. Like, I give you props for just munching on that.
Okay. I don't mind it. Pick something gross next time, dude.
Here, I'll take a. I'll actually test it. Let's see.
You be careful of the bones. Let me get. Bone.
That scared me.
It's not a mouse. There's a spine right there.
Dead on. Metal Gear Rising joke if you guys don't know what that means.
I got some water here. Wash that down.
Oh god.
I don't mind that. Definitely wasn't good, but like, not the worst thing I've ever eaten.
Oh my god, that's a piece of fin.
Better than anchovies, honestly. I've had anchovies before.
Okay.
It's just like this really dull taste. Really like just dry, like rice.
And that nibble's just enough for me. I'm good.
All right, so I ate a full one. I guess that's done.
James wins in eating sardines. I gotta wipe my gross ass hand right now. I got a piece of tissue. I'm good.
Okay. There's some water if you want to wash the taste out of your mouth.
I can definitely taste the lemon. Thank God.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh.
You know what comes next? I decide.
What's your counter?
What game we play next time on the Nitrocast. I'm putting that the wrong way. GoldenEye Rogue Agent for the PlayStation 2, the split screen mode.
I thought you were gonna pick Rayman Arena.
No, fuck, I hate that game.
Well, you're better than it at me.
I don't hate that game. I don't hate that game, but it's not very good. GoldenEye Rogue Agent is a not very good James Bond game.
Which one did we play together?
The split screen's super fun. We might have played Quantum of Solace. Actually, I changed it. The Quantum of Solace Wii split screen.
Oh, God.
It's so bad, not terrible, but not like good. But it's so much fun. And I think 3 rounds. I think we'd have we can do 1 round.
Yeah,
like 1 match of like 5 kills. We'll do 3 5-kill matches. It's so much fun. We'll do a warm up round before.
Yeah,
but
right.
I think you'll have a fun time with that one.
All right, sounds good.
So I gotta find the gross food next time. I'll try to find something. I'll Google around and see if I can find something gross.
I remember even before
gave me something. I don't know.
I remember even before picking this, I messaged in the boys club. I was like, "Man, I'm doing a survey. What's the grossest food you guys eaten?"
I remember.
And it's like, "Oh man,
it's in the boys club, but people are gonna know what that is."
Well, it's basically just a chat between
Facebook group between Brady and our friends.
Yeah, and I was like, "What's the grossest food you guys eaten?" I'm doing a survey. And
I don't remember what I said.
You said like a vegetarian burger.
Yeah,
I was considering doing that.
I found this veggie burger when I had it when I was like 10. It was the grossest thing I've ever eaten.
I was considering doing that.
Probably the grossest thing I've ever eaten. But yeah, I'll have to find something gross. So yeah, that was the Versus segment. Hope you guys enjoyed that. What's next? You want to talk about the Death Note movie?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, so you watched the Death Note movie?
Yeah, just last night. Are you seriously gonna munch on that?
I'm hungry, dude. Okay.
We got pizza right here.
Yeah, well, pizza's got its cold though.
Oh, I'll eat sardines, but not pizza.
Cold pizza is inedible. You cannot eat cold pizza.
I eat cold pizza.
Yeah, well, you're a cretin.
Well, you eat.
Hey,
people
are like, pineapple and pizza's gross. No, cold pizza, I cannot eat it. I cannot digest it. I cannot cannot swallow.
That's gonna be my punishment food next time. There we go.
I can eat that just fine. It's I don't enjoy it. It's just gross. I don't know how people do it.
He's back. All right, the Death Note movie. Oh my god, that is a disappointment.
Well, what do you mean disappointment? You got excited for it?
No, that is just pure disappointment. Even not even being excited about it because
you like Death Note?
Yes, I like Death Note.
Have you watched it or read it?
I've watched it. And I've actually watched. I think it was one of the live action.
I read the live action Japanese movies. I hear they're really good. I read the whole manga in high school.
Yeah,
so I know Death Note. I've read it all.
I remember I even this doesn't portray to the actual storyline, but I've also read the Beyond Birthday case book.
Yeah,
it was. And I did that for a book report, and I was like...
You read a manga for a book report?
It wasn't a manga, it was a chapter book
the novel.
Anime.
The novel. I forgot there's a novel. Yeah.
And I did a book report on that, but this right here, they could have easily just did the research on things instead of changing it to this westernized
they don't care about
piece
respecting their property. They just care about making a profit.
It is disrespect to the series and to the name of Death Note. It should have just been called Kill Novel. Something like that.
The Killer Notebook. I saw this clip online where you can hear the camera guy cough at one point.
Oh my god.
That actually happens. And it's blatantly, you can hear the camera guy just coughing. It's so bad.
I think the only thing that's good about that thing is the credits.
Isn't Light Yongaby Light Turner?
Yes.
So
and Misa Amane, I think it is, or Misa. She's known as Mia in this.
Why even change the name?
And I'm not saying this because it's offensive or anything.
This is the one where Light's a black guy, right?
Yeah. L's a black guy. I have no you gotta have likenesses to the characters. Because you're trying to extend this out to fans, and the people that actually like this Netflix original shit are gonna think the anime is gonna be like this or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, what's this? A freaking emo boy and that. And
Is the actual anime on Netflix?
yes, I think. And I'm like, what are you doing with this movie? You're making trash. The only good thing is the credits in Ryuk.
What happened in credit?
It ended.
I can't. I thought you were gonna say that there's like a bonus scene, or like the ending was good, or like funny, or satisfying.
Yeah, the bonus scene is, did you like this? Please review it.
Hey, comments, questions, or suggestions, email us at deathnote.com.
I was sitting there with Kai, and I'm like, he was like, I got a movie for you to watch with me. I was like, what is it? And he's like, it's the Death Note movie. I went, no.
The more this is actually starts to get really gross.
So disgusting. But like, it's just so bad. I was like, hearing about it, it was bad. The idea of when people were hyping up like the idea of a Zelda Netflix series, I'm glad they didn't go through with that.
Oh yeah, the Castlevania Netflix series is good.
Yeah. Well, that's animated.
That was animated. It's also started off as a movie.
Yeah.
By different things. So yeah, this isn't like in a westernized version.
And it was like westernized.
Because Castlevania is just like an anime, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm surprised they even kept like the name Kira in
Kira was Light's like killer name.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's been a long time. Yeah. It was
and
2010 already.
I mean, as cool as and grotesque as the deaths were in that, they were actually well done. Like decapitation, it was like like head on. Cool. You could see the friggin' head going off, so head off.
Yeah.
And oh my god, it was just so bad. The
story. Because did that come out like last night?
Yes.
Because yesterday it was boom. Everyone's talking about it, and I haven't heard anything about it in a long time. So yeah, I guess it just came out, and that's why. But yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time watching it. I watch good movies.
Yes.
I see all these people like, yeah, we're gonna go see the Emoji Movie. It's like, firstly, you're giving money to this. You know, nothing speaks louder than your wallet. If you don't want shitty movies to get made, don't pay for shitty movies. If you really want to see a shitty movie, buy a ticket for a different movie. Buy a ticket for Dunkirk and then walk in a Emoji Movie.
Well, that's like my outlook on that. Like, if I'm gonna buy something that's a piece of crap or it's like a shitty company, like say Konami with Metal Gear Survive, I'm considering buying it, but I'm gonna be buying it used.
Exactly, because I don't want to support the company.
And on another thing, the Emoji Movie. They chose that piece of shit over a Popeye movie.
Yeah.
Idea. I wanted that so badly.
That Popeye movie looked
really good. And then they picked this piece of shit over it.
You never know. They could go back and
it might be too late.
Because it was just a small team that made that proof of concept. They could just maybe pitch it to a different company, but then again, I think Sony owns the rights to Popeye, I'm assuming, if they would be the ones. I don't know what the legal status with all that is. So, we might still see the Popeye movie, hopefully. That'd be cool, but probably not.
Also, talking shit about the Death Note movie and it being Netflix original, I don't actually mean that all Netflix original stuff is shit. Just that.
What's that show, Master of None, with Aziz Ansari?
What?
Master of None.
Master of None.
It's like a romantic comedy series. It's like, you know, the brown guy from Jesse Eisenberg in The Pizza Bomb.
Jesse Eisenberg in The Pizza
What's
Bomb.
What's it called? Like Jesse, I'm asking the camera like they're gonna respond. Like,
10 minutes or less?
Yeah, you seen that movie?
No, I didn't.
It's not bad. It's not like a great movie, but I really liked it. There's a brown guy named Aziz Ansari. He looks just like Derek from Mega 64. Yeah. And like, I felt like he was really funny, but I felt like it would just be funnier if he was just Derek from Mega 64 watching that movie. But anyway, yeah, he's from that Netflix show, Master of None, and I just remember this because every time I go to KFC, there's a guy who works there who looks exactly like Aziz Ansari.
Really?
And I mentioned it to him, and I showed him a picture, and he was like... And he thought I was showing a picture of him. Like, even he, like, thought it was like, wow, this is like, crazy.
How'd you know it was me?
Yeah, if you're ever at KFC, ask for the brown guy who looks like Aziz.
Why?
God, I'm awful.
Oh my God.
Speaking of brown people, in Silver Grapple, I didn't mention this in the video, and I meant to. It's really cool. When you start the game, you get to select your gender and skin color.
Yeah.
You could be like white, brown, or black. And I picked
you were talking about that.
I picked the black guy because I was just thinking about Bruce. Like, Brady. I'm gonna be Brady. So I'm gonna be Brady. So
see how many times you can die.
Yeah. But no, like, and then then the official artwork is a default like white guy.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, this doesn't match the gameplay anymore.
Yeah.
So I recolored his color palette. I made his hair black and I made his skin brown.
Yeah.
And I was really worried people were gonna comment, be like, why'd you edit him brown? But like, because I maybe I shouldn't have done that. I was editing like official artwork for this game I really liked, but like I wanted it to match the gameplay footage.
Yeah.
So I put that up there,
Accuracy.
and then like an hour later, I was like, wait, I hope people aren't gonna get like any like weird race vibes from this and be like, is James like, what is he doing? Like, I don't know.
Listen here, I support that. No. He's allowed to edit it for accuracy.
Yeah, accuracy. It would just be weird if they saw the thumbnail of a white guy and then all the game.
You got the Brady seal of approval.
And it was that I forgot to mention that in the video and I uploaded it, so I made the thumbnail.
Yeah.
It's the
Disclaimer, I made this.
Those sardines are not like. Good lord. I think we're gone like way over.
Yeah.
So I think we are gonna wrap it up. Is there anything left on the list?
Not
really. We covered everything. We're gonna talk about...
We can always throw it on over to the next podcast.
We're gonna talk about some retail stuff, but it's too late for that. Alright, so I guess we'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Any last words?
Don't eat sardines or don't be mean.
Thanks for watching.